two are... No.
Oh.
Oh, no. That's odd. It says 46%, but 82 proof.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, Josh and Trevor here for another Whiskey Wednesday for Argonaut Wine and Liquor. Today's a big day for our single barrel program. We have 3 new picks that we're adding. We have one from Stranahans, our good partners just kind of right here on Broadway. And then 2 that are actually the same barrel at different proofs from Peachtree. This is a really cool project, and we'll tell you a little bit more about it in a second. But I think what we have right in our glass to start is the Stranahans.
Yeah.
This particular Stranahan's just under 4 years. Almost all of their single barrels are about 3 years old. These were actually almost too old to go into the barrel program because of COVID. Everything got slowed down. So we got a barrel that was on the older side, which is kind of cool.
Really great nose. I always get on these Stranahan barrel picks a little bit of a cognac-y.
Yeah, absolutely, like a grape sugar sweetness.
Yeah, I noticed that on our last one, and I definitely get it on this one as well. Really good on the palate, malty. I get a little nuttiness. I get a little of that grape kind of cognac-y sweetness on the back end.
Definitely.
This is bottled at cask strength, so
yep.
Warms your chest up a little bit, but not hot on the palate at all. It's just a great, big, bold expression of what the guys at Stranahans are doing, which is always a great job.
Absolutely, yeah. And the heat really comes through almost as a cinnamon or a baking spice. It's not real heat. It's definitely got some spice that gets into your chest, but it's not like a heat. This one also only $3 more than the regular Stranahans. I believe regular Stranahans $44.99. This one for a cask strength single barrel, $47.99.
Yeah, that's a great
awesome deal.
And while we're talking about Stranahans, they have their newest one. We're not going to try it today, but it's the Blue Peak edition from Stranahans. So it's a Solera cask. If you're not familiar with Solera, it's what they do with sherry a lot. Basically, they have one giant barrel that they kind of keep refilling, adding. So it's kind of a mix of older and younger juice, and it's like an infinity barrel basically. And they just keep adding to it, and then pouring some out of the bottom, adding to the top, pouring out of the bottom. So it's cool, and it's a really approachable price point for Stranahans. It's $39.99,
I believe $41.99.
$41.99.
But what I thought was really cool about this one, it was a lot lighter than your traditional Stranahans. Had a little bit of like a green apple pear note going on to it. Definitely, if you haven't gotten to try this, definitely worth a shot to kind of get into the brand.
Absolutely.
So starting next, we're going to move to our Peachtree barrel. So this is barrel number 604. This one is proofed down, so it's proofed down to 82 proof. So these two are... No. Oh no. That's odd. It says 46%, but 82 proof. Yeah. So it would be 92 proof.
Right.
But anyway, we'll pour this one.
And this one was kind of a cool first for us. The guys from Peachtree brought us 4 samples. We tried the first one, which was very good. We tried the second one, and we said we're done. We want the second one. Let's call it. We didn't even try the third and fourth one. So we were so impressed with this barrel. We just picked it right away. We think it's one of, the better local picks we've ever done.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Really yeasty, malty on the nose.
Yeah, and then I get like some fruit, like almost apple on like the back end of the nose.
Well, what's really cool, I always love about Peachtree is they're in Palisade, Colorado, right? Famous for their peaches. They also do open air fermentation on their tanks. So the tanks are open, meaning they get some of the natural yeast from the peach trees into the whiskey, which to me always gives it like a stone fruit, not necessarily peach flavored, but peach or stone fruit note.
Absolutely. Just,
wow.
Really great on the palate. Very approachable. This is definitely one of those sessionable whiskeys. Some good sweetness, not a ton of spice. I get like kind of those fruit, some of that oak notes, a little grassiness. Very fruity though, like you said. You definitely get those fruit yeast strains that they're picking up, and definitely add a lot to this whiskey.
Totally. I think you hit it nail on the head right there. That is some really good stuff.
So next up is the same barrel at cask strength, And this is, like I said, we're really excited. It's the first time we've ever had the same barrel at 2 different proofs.
Yep.
You know, when they asked us, would you guys want some at cast strength? It was a pretty quick yes from Josh and I.
So basically always be a yes for Trevor.
Yeah. So, and it's really fantastic.
So before we get into this one, another cool thing we do with Peach Street is they partner with Ska Brewing, and what they do, we've talked about this one before, but this is a boomerang program. So we sent our last barrel of Peach Street over to Ska. They barrel aged an Imperial Stout in it. That's this guy. We've signed on to do that program again with them. So what we're gonna have is another barrel-aged beer. We haven't decided exactly what, most likely an Imperial Stout also though, coming from this barrel. So this one's close to the end, but we should have another one of those soon, so keep an eye out for that.
Absolutely.
With me, on this one, I just get cherry cola on the nose.
Yeah.
It's like, not like a sweet like Coca-Cola, almost like a cola nut.
No, I agree, and it's weird how different the nose is because this one, like I said, I got like a lighter, almost like an apple fruit.
Yep.
And like I said, I get real like dark cherry,
stewed plums, like
some
those
of that,
kind of descriptors.
like caramel toffee, big and bold. This one's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I really, really love this at Barrel Proof. I mean, it's fantastic. Big, bold, just a punch of flavor. Warms your chest up, but no heat on the palate whatsoever. You get that toffee, you get those dark cherries again. I get the spice on this one that I didn't really get on this one. Get some nice like baking spices, cinnamon, that cloves, that type of thing. It's just like well-rounded, big, bold, fantastic. At the higher proof, it's got that nice viscosity, oily mouth coating. This is a fantastic barrel. Definitely check this one out, guys.
Absolutely. And let's see, the proof on this guy,
I want to say 117.
117 proof. Does not drink like that.
No, not at all.
And it just, for 117 proof, you could get into a bottle of that and not notice it, and that would be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then, as always, I'm sure you guys are wondering why this is out.
Yeah. You know, we hold on to some of the Pappy allocation in the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection every year that we get. We like to do in-store tastings, events, give a lot of people a chance to try them. A lot of people never get the opportunity to try some of these things. Obviously, due to COVID this year, we didn't get to do our tastings, events, and things like that we normally do. Right. And we have some leftover stock. So me and Josh figured, what the hell? Let's draw a name, you know, or two once a week. Up until we get this year's, and
yeah, so we're basically what we're doing here is we're starting lottery season early.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Every week on Whiskey Wednesday, make sure you tell your friends to tune in. We're going to be picking one name out of the box for some of last year's stock, and then also because this isn't part of this year's lottery, your name goes right back in the box.
Yeah.
So whoever we pick today will win the opportunity to buy this bottle of Pappy 12, but they might get another chance later down the road.
Absolutely.
Also, these 3 bottles, as well as any of our single barrel-aged beers, and tequilas, and anything we do that's our own single barrels, gets you extra entries for the lottery. So 4 really good opportunities to get yourself some chances for to win some really cool stuff.
Absolutely. Let's pick somebody. All right. I'm gonna butcher this name probably. Matthew Weimerskirsch. Matthew Weimerkirsch, I think, or Kish. You just won the opportunity to purchase a bottle of the 12-year Van Winkle. So come on down to the Argonaut and we'll have an order set up for you.
Yeah.
And then, like Josh said, right back in the box, because this isn't this year's lottery. So you still got a chance on this year's.
Yep, absolutely. So we got a lot of cool things going on at Argonaut. Really good time of year for whiskey. Come on down, guys. Give them a shot. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.